Alright guys, in the last video we talked about complementary angles and find the missing angle algebraically. So now we're going to talk about supplementary angles, and those are two or more adjacent angles that add together to equal 180 degrees. The combination you can have um, an obtuse and acute, an obtuse, a right, and acute. You can have any of those three type of angles to make 180. Alright, number one says, what are supplementary angles that combine to equal 180 degrees? So we look right here, we notice that we have 110 and 70, and we know that that combines to make 180. 80 and 100 combine to equal 180, and we look right here, and we have 180 minus 45, and that's going to give me 135. So you notice we have an obtuse and acute adjacent angles, an obtuse and acute adjacent angles, and once again an obtuse and acute adjacent angle. Alright, can you combine like terms? Same ordeal as the last video. Can you combine like terms? So we got 2x and minus 4x, so 2x minus 4x, that gives me negative 2x. 7n minus 3n, 7n minus 3n is 4n. So we just combined our like terms and came up with our new expression. Can you solve a one or two step equation? Well, here we go. We combine our like terms first. Remember, I always have to combine your like terms first. 4x plus 3x is 7x. 7x minus 2 equals 12. So our first step is plus 2 plus 2. Because opposite of add, subtract. Opposite of subtract is add. So we add 2, cross them out. 12 plus 2 is 14. And then we have 7x equals 14. We divide by 7. X equals 2. Alright, so let's look at some more in-depth examples. And I've already got them started here. We got two angles that make a straight line. We've already talked about that equals 180. So what I do is I take 2x plus 30 plus x. Same thing we did down here. We combine our like terms. 2x plus x is 3x plus 30 equals 180. Two-step equation now, SADM. So I say plus 30, opposite of plus 30 is minus 30. Minus 30 gives me 150. 3x equals 150 divided by 3, and x equals 50. So we found this angle. But to find this angle, we have to plug our value for x in for this x right here. So 2 times 50 is 100 plus 30 is 130. If you add these two up, 130 plus 50 is 180. So those are our values for DBC. DBC is 130, and DBC is 50, and ABD is 130. All right, let's look down here. And this is a supplementary angle. I'm going to show you a different way to solve it right after I show you this way. So right here we have 3x plus 40, a 90-degree angle, and 2x. So I put my x's together to start with, just showing you a different way you can approach it. 3x plus 2x plus 40 plus 90. We have to include this 90 because that is a part of our straight line. So we combine our like terms. I combine 3x and 2x, I get 5x. I combine 40 and 90, I get 130 equals 180. Alright, and then SADM plus 30, so I say minus 30. And I get 180 minus 30 is 50. Divide by 5, x equals 10. I have to plug that back in. 10 times 2, 10 times 2, plugged in the 10 right here, is 20 degrees. So EBC is 20 degrees. And then I plug 10 in over here. 10 times 3 is 30, plus 40 is 70. So my ABD is 70 degrees. And if you add them up, you got 70 plus 20 is 90, plus 90 is 180. Now another way you can do it, that you know this is 90 degrees. Well, this also has to be 90 degrees. Notice that we did that right there. So I could do it like we did on the last video, because I know that's 90. I could say 3x plus 2x plus 40 equals 90. Alright, we're going to get the exact same thing. Minus 40, That's going to give me 50. Same thing we got over here. 3x plus 2x. Well, I should do that first, but it is 5x divided by 5. And x equals 10. Same thing we got up there. So plug it in. 10 times 2 is 20. 10 times 3 is 30. Plus 40 is 70. All right. Now here's some independent practice for you. On the right side over here, these are going to equal 180. So y'all can write this down and try it yourself to find the two angles. X plus 2x plus 30 equals 180 because it makes a straight line. So y'all try that one and plug it back in. Right here, you could do this two ways because that's a 90-degree angle. I could set it up like this, 8x plus 10x equals 90 degrees, or I could do 8x plus 10x plus the 90-degree angle, because it does make a straight line, equals 180. So I could solve it either two ways to find my measurements. Remember, plug x back in to find your two missing angles. All right. See you in class tomorrow. Make sure you take good notes.